Young Wolf Media.
Hi and welcome to Young Wolf Media. I hope everyone's doing well. And today I'm going to talk about times the government or government officials broke the law that was against the average Irish person's interests. This information in the video will in no way be comprehensive. And the title of the video is Times the Irish Government Broke the Law. Number 1. Esat Digifone. In 1995, the then government, with Michael Lowry, who was Minister for Transport at the time, and Communications, authorised the second mobile phone network to compete with Aircell, owned by the semi-state Telecom Éireann. The licence was awarded to Esat Digifone, a joint venture between Dennis O'Brien's companies Esat Telecommunications and Norway's Telenor, which began operations in 1997. The tribunal found beyond doubt that Dennis O'Brien was awarded the contract due to payments made to Michael Lowry, as I said, Minister for Transport and Communications, who unduly influenced the bidding process, so he won the bid for this quite lucrative telephone contract. Number 2, Charles Haughey. Charles Haughey was an Irish Fine Gael politician who served as Taoiseach on 3 different occasions. He was a political heavyweight. Haughey's personal wealth and extravagant lifestyle, for example, he owned racehorses, a large motor sailing yacht, a private island, his own mansion, had long been a point of speculation, and he refused throughout his career to answer any questions about how he financed his lifestyle on a government salary. Now, there are too many financial scandals to talk about here. I'm just going to talk about some of the highlights. Most of these are from a tribunal, which delve further into Haughey's financial dealings. One of the first ones we're going to talk about was Haughey was paid more than $8 million between 1979 and 1986 from various benefactors, including $1.3 million from the Dunn Store's owner, Ben Dunn. The tribunal described this payment as unethical, and that $8 million in today's money would be more than €36 million. In 1985, Haughey's lifelong friend, former Minister Brian Lenihan, underwent a liver transplant. Now, they fundraised money for this, which is about £270,000 at the time, but no more than £70,000 were given to Lenihan for his medical care. The tribunal also found that a Saudi Arabian businessman paid £50,000 in order to get an Irish citizenship. In other evidence from this tribunal found that Ben Dunn and a civil servant of the Revenue Commissioners met, and this resulted in a reduced tax payment of £22.8 million. The tribunal found that this was not coincidental. Allied Irish Bank settled £1 million overdraft with Haughey as soon as he became Taoiseach in 1979, and the tribunal found this leniency was an indirect payment by the bank to Haughey. With inflation, that £1 million would be today worth more than €4.5 million in today's money. Number 3, Apple. Apple was ordered to pay $13 billion after EU rules Ireland broke state aid laws. Now, the world's largest company was presented with this huge bill after the European Commission ruled that this was a sweetheart tax deal between Apple and the Irish tax authorities, which amounted to legal state aid. The Commission said that the deal allowed Apple to pay a maximum tax rate of just 1%. However, in 2014, the usual corporation tax in Ireland was 12.5%. And the Commissioner said, Member States cannot give tax benefits to selected companies, as this is illegal under EU state aid rules. Number 4, VRT, Vehicle Registration Tax. In 2017, Europe's highest court had ruled against Ireland in its long-running dispute over whether operators importing cars from Northern Ireland should have to pay the full amount of VRT upfront, even if the vehicle was only being leased for a limited period of time. The court ruled Ireland was in breach of the EU law by charging the full vehicle registration tax on vehicles that entered the state on a temporary basis. The European Court ruled that imposing such an obligation to pay the full amount of tax upfront, that Ireland was breaching the EU law. The court heard that Ireland imposed this rule to protect companies south of the border because the level of VRT was much cheaper in Northern Ireland. The Commission regarded the Irish rules as making it considerably more difficult and costly to hire lease cars from companies outside Ireland. This in turn was infringing on the EU freedom to provide services throughout Europe. Number 5, the Irish Motor Insurance cartel. The EU are investigating whether the Irish motor insurance are an alleged cartel. The European Commission has opened a formal investigation into Insurance Ireland's data pooling system. The investigation will assess whether the association is operating as a cartel, with the conditions of access to its data pooling system. The Commission will look at whether these conditions restrict competition, which would be a breach of the EU rules. While the EU still has to rule on this case, and it's ongoing at this current time, it's most likely to rule the same way as the VRT, in that this is a cartel because it's infringing on the EU freedom to provide services across the EU. And obviously, if you have a pooling system that can only be accessed by Irish businesses, this means that companies from Austria, Germany, England can't operate in Ireland, because the only people who can see this information are the peoples that are a member of this insurance pooling system, which is just native Irish businesses. So yeah, I think the EU are going to rule that this is a cartel. Number 6, the Irish Constitution. Now I'm just going to read an extract from a part of the Irish Constitution. In particular, the state recognises that by her life within the home, women gives the state a support without which the common good cannot be achieved, and the state therefore endeavour to ensure that mothers shall not be obliged by economic necessity to engage in labour to the neglect of our duties of the home. Now, while I agree this bit could be gender neutral, but what this means in real terms is, if we're able to get it just gender neutral, is the Irish government are breaking this law every day, and that women have to go to work every day due to economic necessity. But as I said, this could be gender neutral, and therefore if it's changed to be gender neutral, it would mean that only one parent would have to work per the Irish Constitution. And as I said, this law is broken every day. Thank you for watching Young Wolf Media. Please like, comment and subscribe. And if you have any information of otherwise the Irish government have broken laws, just put in the comments. Thank you very much. See you next time.